Hi everybody, this is Brandon with Precision Defensive Solutions. Now in our series of micro drills, we're going to actually present the gun to target. So we've talked about indexing the gun, finding where it's at quickly and getting used to that. We've talked about building the grip on that. We've talked about drawing the gun out of the holster and clearing the holster, meeting our hands. Now we're going to talk about presenting the gun to target. When we think about presenting the gun to target, again, we want to be as relaxed and as efficient as possible. If we're tilting our body, popping our shoulders up, anything like that, then that's not good. And you notice I'm just standing here, my feet are pointing towards the camera, my shoulders, hips, everything are right towards the camera, and I'm trying to keep my shoulders down as much as I can. Today I've got an issue with my neck and it's just stiff as all get out, so every time I move it, my shoulders and my neck are wanting to pop up. It is what it is. We're people, these things happen. What I'm talking about is ideal process. So when we present the gun out to target, we want to go as straight as possible. If we go a little bit front sight proud, so just a hair. And when I talk about that, I don't want you to think about this. I want you to think about this and up. Or if we do an escalator motion, like Mike Sieklander talked to me about, really is a preference on you, whatever you prefer, okay? So as we present the gun out, we want to present it straight to the target. We want to keep our focus, especially if we're using a red dot, on the target. In all honesty, you know, if depending on the distance with an iron-sighted gun, you can do the same thing, depending on your skill level. But if it's an iron-sighted gun, hard focus on your front sight. We just present that out straight line up into the line of sight. The goal is not to do this when you present the gun out to find the sights. Bring the gun up to your eye level. So it's kind of like when we talk about natural point of aim, I want you to think about where you're looking, and if you look at something, you can point at it. You can point your finger right at it. I want you to do the same thing with the gun. Okay, so if we look at that natural point of aim, we look at it and we go. Right now I'm looking at the holder on the tripod. So that's what I'm going to look at. So we're going to go up, we're going to clear, I'm going to keep that, I'm going to bring it straight up, and I'm going to put my dot right on that center post. Does it necessarily have to be perfectly centered? No. But if we have an index point where we can present the gun out and look, that natural point of aim then comes into play. Okay, so we do that again. Okay. And we're just looking straight at the dot the whole time. Okay. So this time we're going to up the time a little bit. And we're going to go, well, I'm not even going to tell you where we're going to go. And I'm right on it. Okay. Right on it. My finger's on the trigger, right on the wall the whole time. Okay, notice I have not pressed the trigger yet. We have not talked about pressing the trigger in the process of this yet. That was slow. Slow reaction. It's okay. Hit the timer, that helps. Okay, so now this week's homework is that working that clear again, get the grip, draw the gun, rotate it out. This week, we're going to build our grip in the process of pushing it out. We want to make sure that we grip the gun. Don't just lightly grip the gun, just grip the gun. Press back in. If you're using a dot equipped gun, great, because you can watch your dot on how much bounce you're getting and where it's doing. If it's bouncing all over the place, you really need to look at your grip, because that's really going to slow you down. You want to make sure that it's staying as steady as possible. It's going to have some wobble, and some wobble's okay, but we want to make sure that we're going. So at this point, that time on this video was actually a 0.9, and I'm already on target and pressing the trigger back to the wall. That's not hard, as long as you stay relaxed and bring it up and look where it's at. So take care, everybody. Hope that helps. We'll talk to you soon.